This may actually be one of the cleverest covertly sexual dreams that I've seen in quite some time. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jesse Lyon, licensed mental health counselor, clinical trauma hypnotherapist, and the internet's dream interpreter. And these dreams are so incredible. And I know people roll their eyes when I tell them that dreams are very sexual, and they're covertly sexual in ways that are pretty surprising. But this is a great sort of example of this. And it's not because the mind is always thinking about sex. It's because sex is a metaphor that is used for so many things throughout our culture, throughout our literature, and throughout our psychology, and in some really profound ways. So this person made a video on TikTok, and I'll have to shout them out. Tyler Knoll for thy pain. Wonderful person. They're actually pretty big channel, 206,000 followers. And they're just super entertaining. Love the tattoos, by the way. Tyler, reach out to me. Love to talk with you some more. But let's just jump into this one. You're going to be surprised where this goes.
Good morning, everyone. Nobody freak out, nobody panic. But when I was a kid, I had a dream that I was flying over what I think was Central Park. And at the center of what I think was Central Park, there was a large tower. That caught my eye.
And I kind of wanted to save this and not like spoil it till the end, but here's where I'm going. After listening, I of course did my research and listened to the whole dream before we started recording today. But I want you to pay attention. When we're thinking about Central Park, what is center to the body? Right? Center to the body. You see what I'm saying? Right down here. And what is a tower that is in the center of the body? It's a wiener. Now here's the thing. That may sound crude and crass, but this person, you think about it, they're having a dream when they are a smaller child, when they're going through puberty. It's very normal to have very strange, concerning dreams, especially ones about life and death, and especially ones that have large towers that look like very phallic symbols, because the mind is trying to process these sexual developments, these puberty developments that are going on. So with that in mind, pay attention to where this dream goes. You're going to be so surprised. Here we go. Let's get back to it.
So I flew towards it. At the base, I could see a bunch of fire trucks, police cars, ambulances, all with their red and blue flashing lights. What's
bringing attention, right? So here's the base of the phallus, and there's a lot of attention being brought to the base of the phallus. As you're growing up, it's like, oh, it's all red, it's irritated, you're growing hair there, and so these things are starting to make sense. Think about it. Central Park 2, it's like a forest. What do pubes look like? Forest. You catch where I'm going here?
What's going on, I thought. Then I saw a man. His back was turned to me, so I could only see his white hair from behind and above where I was flying. He was at the base of the tower, his legs splayed oddly around him. It was in that moment that, in that dream way that you just know things, I knew two things to be true. One, I could see everyone, and no one could see me. I was invisible to the average dreamgoer. And two, that man was on the ground because he had just jumped from the top of the tower.
Terrifying when you're a kid because you don't understand the changes that are happening in your body. But let's think, what looks kind of flowy, white, and jumps from the top of a phallus? Oh yes, we are reaching sexual maturity. This is sperm. This is a symbol, masculine symbol for sperm coming from the top of the tower, falling down. And you're going to see there's some fear related to puberty that's going on for this wonderful gentleman who is trying to understand their sexual maturity. And you're going to see some struggles with life and death, with mortality as they grow up and they start to realize that the world is a little bit more of a scary place than we make it out to be when we're children. You see, so I told you you'd be surprised, right?
Just knew that. And as I knew that, I saw that he was covered in blood. I could see his bones sticking out of his legs. A police officer walked over to him and got down on his level and said,
there's usually a lot of guilt and shame around ejaculation, so that makes sense. It's like, oh my gosh, I did something wrong. Blood is also a symbol for vitality and strength. So you see this blood, it's like, oh my gosh, am I losing strength? Am I okay? Am I becoming stronger because of these things? And so you see this challenge being wrestled with by this pubescent mind.
Sir, why'd you do it? Why did you jump? And the man took a pause before his head snapped around unnaturally.
This guy's so good at telling stories.
Up at me where I was flying.
Flying is a symbol of confidence, and because this person is higher than the dream, it's a symbol of self-reflection. They're reflecting on their own changes and evolution.
He wouldn't have been able to see me, but he could. His red, glowing eyes looking directly into mine, his smile too big for his face, he looked at me and he said, "Because I'm coming for you." That sentence felt like a slap.
I mean, I'm coming for you. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Scary when you're a kid, but makes sense when you're an adult.
To my face, and I sat bolt upright in bed, sweating, heart beating, afeared. I was 8 years old.
Yep.
About a decade passed, and in that time I had forgotten about this dream until one night
Makes sense. You make it through puberty. You're all right.
I fell asleep and was in what I think was New York City again, with what I think was Central Park to my left, tall buildings to my right. I was walking, going about my day, just like everyone else that was there. It was the hustle and bustle of big city life. But as I rounded the corner, boom, silence. Everyone was gone.
Ooh.
There wasn't a car screeching, a bird calling. No one, except for one man, standing directly ahead of me on the sidewalk, back turned to me, white hair down to his neck, legs bloodied, and his head slowly turned around until the familiar glowing red eyes and two big smile were looking directly at me. And he said, "I'm getting closer." Anywho, it's been 10 years since then, and I had another dream about him last night. Fun, quirky, silly. I'm sure it's nothing, but if you were a witch or a psychic,
or a mental health counselor
that specializes in dream-based entities preying on the living.
Don't worry, buddy. I got you.
I would like to chat with you. Thank you.
I need to DM this person. I'm sorry. I haven't done that. So why would we see this again though, right? We're past puberty. Jesse, if your theory is correct, why would it show up again? Because there are many puberties throughout our life. We go through these times of change and transformation. It could also be a time of sexual frustration and difficulty, right? And even more so, my feeling would be that this is going back to struggles with sexuality, with their identity, right? And so if this person is struggling with their identity, trying to figure out how to make sense of who they are and their masculinity, right? And here's this continuing problem of their masculinity that seems very demon-like. It's got these glowing red eyes, which are, kind of a symbol of like insight. I can see more than you can, and that's scary to you, right? These glowing red eyes. Red, still a symbol of vitality, passion, but also anger. And so in this time of tension for this person, there can be some of these, again, feelings of uncertainty, of uneasiness. What this person, and I hope, what was their name again? I hope that Tyler will understand is that this person is also you. And you don't have to be scared of your dreams. You don't have to be scared of this individual inside of your dreams, because that is a part of you. It's this part you're struggling to understand and make sense with. The bloodied legs symbolize that it's causing you, that these issues are causing you to struggle to move forward in your life. Legs bring us closer to our goals and our objectives. And so if you have bloodied legs, it means that you're really struggling with taking those steps of accomplishment because of the tension, because of the animosity and, well, the conflict between you and this part of your identity that you haven't incorporated yet. And so my hunch would be, Tyler, that, I don't know if this is conclusive proof, but it does look like they are exploring their identity. He, right? They're on this sort of back and forth with understanding of who they are and their identity. And so that would be where it's going on. And of course, these things will come up again and again in their life. Tyler, I wish you all the best. If you want, please reach out, send me an email. All the contact information is down below. And if you've got some weird dreams, leave them in the comment. While you're there, hit subscribe. I'm going to be telling you what your dreams mean. Hit me up. I'm here to help. Remember, your mind's not against you. It's just misunderstood. Subscribe, and I'll teach you what your dreams mean. Until then, bye.